Hello, everyone. How are you all tonight or today? It's 5 p.m. here. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I have actually two shows in one tonight. So we'll take like a special break and then come back on with the other show. And I am waiting for my guest host, Coach Rod, to come in, and then we can get started. If he's not on as of yet, then we could just start with the second topic and go from there. And in order for me to see your comments on the screen with your name, you would just click on the StreamYard hyperlink at the top, and you should be able to comment. Well, I'll be able to see your name in the comments. This is going to be a great show tonight. I'm so excited. Um, I'm just going to check and see because I want to make sure because we have different time zones, and I just want to make sure Coach Rod has the right time because 5 p.m. could be 4 p.m. on his side. Again, if um, he's not on, we can go ahead and start with the other show. Thank you all for coming in. Give me just a moment, y'all. Hey, Mocha BT. Good afternoon. I'm so glad to see you on here. I'm just waiting on Coach Rod because I really don't want to start without him because I want to start off this show first with signs you met your kingdom husband because when I tell you he he taught, man, he blew my socks off when he taught on that, spoke on that, taught on it, ministered on it on his show, and I was just inspired. And I was like, you know what? I gotta bring him on the coaching experience, the coaching corner again. You're welcome. I just texted him so he knows we're getting ready to start. He'll be on in a moment. I'm just waiting for him to enter the studio. I'm just gonna go in and share the broadcast, make sure everybody can see. All right, here's Coach Rod. Hey, Coach Rod.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How are you?
All right, doing pretty good. All
I,
right, all
pre-
right.
I appreciate you coming on and talking to everyone today. It is a blessing to have you.
Yeah.
When
It's a blessing to be here. Blessing to be on
yes,
with you. Yeah.
yes, I had saw your show on Signs You Met Your Kingdom Husband, and I was like, oh my God, this need to be on TV.
Yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, you know, because a lot of us women really truly don't know the signs of a kingdom man.
Yeah.
We just think of a husband.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna stay long. I'm just gonna let Coach Rod have the floor. We already have some people on. We got Mocha BT here. As you can see her comment. And she said, "Hey Rod."
All right. Hey, how you doing? All right.
Right. Y'all make sure y'all please share this out because this will also be on Kingdom Purpose TV Network. So I'm just gonna go ahead and introduce Coach Rod quickly here, and he's gonna tell y'all a little bit about himself. Hello, everyone that just joined. I just want to thank you for joining the Coaching Experience Show tonight or today, wherever time zone you're in. And this is a special edition of the Coaching Experience Show. It's called the Coaching Corner when I bring experts like Coach Rod on to speak on several topics and give you all education and teachings. Again, thank you for joining. I am Coach Keisha and I am your host. I have my guest host with me tonight, and I'm going to let him take over and let him introduce himself and then bring in the topic. Thank you, Coach Rod. You can go ahead.
How y'all doing? I'm Coach Rod. I'm a certified life and relationship coach, and also I'm a minister of the gospel. And I'm the author of the book called Queens Don't Settle. And I'm just passionate about relationships and helping people build healthy relationships and finding real love. And that's why I do what I do. It's my calling. I feel as though it's my purpose. With what God put me here to do. It's my passion, and I feel good that I found my purpose. And that's what I do. Um, as a coach, I do. I coach a lot of clients, and a lot of my clients, females. Men don't hardly reach out. They don't, feel like they need help. You know how men are, got egos and stuff. So I coach, a lot of female clients, and I was there to do a video about signs you met your kingdom husband. Because my experience as a coach, women, these are kingdom women too, and they selling for any and everything. They selling for clowns. They selling for men who ain't got nothing going for themselves. And so that's why I was led to do that video. And the first sign is, man, you met your kingdom husband. Is that you know he is going to be consistent. No, he's going to pursue you. Yeah, let me deal with that first. The first sign is he's going to pursue you. If you like if you see this man, like let's say you see this man at church, and you may like this man, and you may think he handsome, whatever. But if that man see you and he don't pursue you, that's not your husband. And I've known a lot of women will sit there and pray about it, and ask God, and they'll say, God say he my husband and stuff like that. But like, sister, if he's not pursuing you, either two reasons: maybe his finances are not right, or maybe you just not his cup of tea. Every man got their own cup of tea. It's not that you're not attractive; it's just like they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You're just not his cup of tea. So that's probably the two reasons why men won't pursue. But if you're not pursuing you, if you got to do the most of the calling, you got to do the chasing and the texting. Chances are he's not God sent. He's not God sent. When he's God sent, when he's a kingdom man, he know his role as a man and his position as a man to pursue, and he gonna make that first step, and he gonna keep pursuing you throughout the whole courting stage. He's gonna pursue you. The next sign is he's gonna be consistent. You know, he's not gonna be calling you one day, then go 2 days, then call you another day, then he'll tell you, well, I'm gonna call you back. You know, later on, whatever. Later on, he don't call you back, and be off and on. And then when you ask him about it, like, so why you don't call? Like you say you're gonna call me tomorrow or something. You don't call for like 3 days. Whenever you like 3 days later, and then he'll say, if you say something like, well, we're not even exclusive. You're not my girl and all this here. Ain't no obligation, stuff like that. If you saying stuff like that, then he not serious about you. And they just shoot like when the man first meet a woman, they not really exclusive. And yeah, that man could say that. He could say, well, I'm not committed to you. We're not in a relationship. But when a man is serious about you, when the man see you as his wife, he gonna call you every day. I'm a man and I know. Man, when a man see that you can be his wife, he gonna pick up that phone. He gonna call you every day. If he ain't, calling you every day, again, he not obligated. But trust me, if he's serious, he'll do it. He'll do it. No excuse. That's another sign too. He's not gonna make no excuse. And that's one thing that women fall for all the time. You know, Whenever a man give you an excuse why he not ready for a relationship, I'm not ready right now. My money not right. Whatever the excuse that man give you, accept it what it is, and you just got to move on. Because I want y'all to understand this right here. When a man pursuing you, but he's saying he's not ready, but he still want to kick it with you, he still want to date you and stuff like that. That means he want banana pudding without commitment. That's what that means. That's why he's pursuing you and stuff like want to spend time with you. He want that without commitment. So whenever he got an excuse, like I heard a lot of different excuses. I heard one excuse that one of my clients said that the guy told her he not ready. He said, I really, really love you. I like you a lot, but I'm not ready because I've been traumatized by my ex and I don't trust women. We're gone. He don't trust women, but I guarantee you that same man who say he don't trust women, if you open your legs up, he'll get it though. But my thing is, if you don't trust women, why you having sex with women then? If you don't trust them, you shouldn't even be in the bed with women. But that's just an excuse. And a man who's not serious about you, he'll make any excuse in the world to not commit to you, but he ain't got no excuse for sex though. Because now they having sex, he ready. He ain't got no excuse for that right there. You see what I'm saying? So you're not gonna hear no excuses from him. Like I said, he's gonna be consistent. He's gonna pursue you. Um, it's not gonna be no excuses. He's gonna be a man of his word. A kingdom man is a man of his word. If he say he's gonna call you tomorrow, he gonna call you tomorrow. If he say y'all going out on a date Friday, he gonna pick you up. Well, I ain't gonna say pick you up because y'all gonna meet at the mutual site. Because I don't agree with men picking up women at their house during the dating stage. This generation, you can't do that. Back in the day, you could do that, but now y'all meet at a mutual site. You see what I'm saying? So he gonna be there on time, and you see what I'm saying? And y'all gonna date. No excuse. Well, I can't. If something happens, because sometimes things happen, he will call you and say, hey, something happened, whatever. I get that. But I have had clients like the man keep promising them dates. And it's been 6 months. They've been on the phone with him, man. And this man have not taken them out yet. He keep promising them dates. And some of these men be men in the church. Some of these men be men in the church, like, with titles. Got an excuse why they can't take the woman out. And I'm like, so it's been 6 months since you've been talking on the phone with this man and he have not taken you out yet. Girl, gone about your business. That he ain't serious about you. Trust me, when a man is serious about you, it ain't gonna take him that long to court you and date you and take you out and spend time with you. So you gotta understand that right there. He's gonna be a man of his word. If you're a kingdom man, he's supposed to be a man of his word. Or you talking about a kingdom man, a kingdom spouse. You know what I'm saying? Now you can meet a man and and marry that man. He may not be a kingdom man, but you can marry that man, but you're gonna set him. You're gonna set him. But when he's God ordained, when he's God sent, that man is gonna be a man of his word. You know, another sign, you're gonna see fruits. You're gonna see fruit, of a kingdom man. He gonna be different. The conversation gonna be different. It's gonna be something about him. You're gonna be like, wow, he's different than the average dude. He's not gonna be the average dude. You're gonna see fruits of God. You're gonna see godly fruits. You know, if you don't see no fruits, if you don't see a man that have character, if you dealing with a man, he ain't got no character. And that's the thing about a lot of women. Like some of y'all discernment is off. Like I'm like y'all ain't got no discernment at all. Like you kingdom women, you supposed to have like where your discernment at? You see what I'm saying? Like you can't pick up in your spirit something not right about this person. You know, that's the thing. Like, and see, and the reason why a lot of women discernment is not sharp when they start dating because they desperate and they shut their discernment off. And one thing I've been coaching women for a long time, and one thing I notice about women when they desperate, they shut their discernment off, they shut their common sense off, they shut their coach off, the therapist off. I coach women. Coach Rob, my therapist told me to leave this man alone. My brother-in-law told me to leave this man alone. Everybody telling me he ain't no good for me, but I think different. Then I tell them, sis, I'm gonna agree with everything the therapist, your brother-in-law, and your family is telling you. Leave this man alone. He ain't no good. And women will continue to go there with the man because they desperate. Low self-esteem, or maybe they got low self-esteem, or they want to be picked, and they keep going on with the man. And I'd be like, so, I'm telling you, this man ain't no good for you, But they learn the hard way 6 months to a year later. They learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times women discernment be off is when they be desperate. And I teach women, desire marriage, be open to be courted, but don't be desperate for it. Because when you desperate for it, the enemy will send a counterfeit. And I know somebody, my spiritual sister. The enemy son a counterfeit, fake man of God. He claimed to be a prophet throughout all nations and all that here. My thing is, why you just can't be a prophet? Why you gotta be all through all nations like you some big, But anyway, he was prophet throughout all nations, man of God and all that here. But he very controlling, love bombing, rushing her, love bomb her, rush her. And she was just getting over her situation where her husband passed. So I feel as though she was a little lonely and desperate for attention. So, she fell for him. And I saw the signs, I saw the red flags. I saw it. I picked up on it. And I begged her, I said, sir, that man gonna put his hands on you. Please don't be with that man. I'm telling you what I know. This man is going. He hit women. I told her, don't do it, but she did it anyway. Now she's in a situation where he putting hands on her. See what I'm saying? This is what happened when you are desperate. The enemy will send a counterfeit. Now she with this man, controlling, abusive, sorry, lazy. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be desperate for a man. You can't be desperate for a man. Another sign is he gonna have leadership qualities. He gonna take the lead. He gonna be a man that take lead. He's not gonna be a slacker. He gonna be a man that when he see things need to be done in your life, if he real a kingdom man, he gonna take lead and do it. Without you have to tell him what to do. Like for an example, if you need something, just say y'all on a date together, y'all in a relationship, whatever, and y'all riding in your car. He gonna voluntarily say, "Hey, babe, put it to the gas station." He gonna put gas in your car. He gonna make Kingdom Man would do something like that right there. He gonna offer, even though he's not obligated to pay your bills because y'all not married. And I'm not condoning men paying women bill. Like I'm not saying that they shouldn't, That's their own personal decision, you know. But if he really a kingdom man and he really love you, he will offer. He will offer. But even though he's not obligated, and but he will offer. Say, hey, you need some money, or everything's great. You need some, you know. And sometimes he might not even ask. He might just ask you what your cash app is, and he'll put some money in your cash app for whatever it is, you know, bill, whatever, something like that. A real kingdom man, he's gonna be a leader. He's gonna be a leader, and he's gonna offer, you know, and you're gonna see a difference in him, you know. But it's not gonna be with no control, trying to make you do stuff, and you know, he's not gonna blow your phone up, stuff like that. So don't get that mixed up with love bombing. Cause a lot of times women be thinking like, oh man, he really care about me, and they be getting love bombed. Like, you know, like they'll set a ring the first week of knowing the man, a $10,000 carat ring. Come on now, they're love bombing, sir. And they feel like, oh man, he must care about me. So that's a man ain't gonna move that fast. Man not gonna move that fast. Go get no a real man. He not gonna move that. If a man going too fast like that, he love bombing. So you gotta know the difference between, you know, love bombing, and then your discernment gonna tell you too. You know, whether it's love bombing or whether it's, you know, real true genuine love. But it's gonna be normal. It's not gonna be overdoing stuff. Every week sending you flowers, like every day flowers on the job, every day. You know what I'm saying? That's love bombing. So he gonna be doing stuff like that too, like sending flowers, but it's gonna be it's not gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, excessive. And then your discernment gonna tell you. You gonna if you again if you're not desperate, your discernment gonna tell you. You see what I'm saying? And these gonna be some signs that you met your kingdom husband, your kingdom spouse. And some of y'all might say, where he at? I don't know where he at. I get that question asked a lot. I do not know where he at. Just believe that he's out there, and you got to have the faith that at the right time that you're gonna meet this man. You know, you can't be in doubt. You can't be like, well, ain't no good man out there. Ain't gonna never happen. You know, well, that man don't exist. A lot of women say that. Then you miss out on your blessing. So now I will say this here. You know, we live in an age where, you know, kingdom men are not really popular. You know, it's not really. It's sort of scarce. So that's why a lot of kingdom women gotta wait and take their time and wait, you know, and just be patient and start entertaining counterfeit. Because the devil sent counterfeits. In this generation, the majority of men that come in your life is going to be a counterfeit. It's going to be a counterfeit. There's going to be somebody that's sent from the enemy to distract you, to get you off point. And I've known some women, married men, they married the counterfeit. And they are in a marriage where they are miserable. They're about to lose their sanity. They are in a marriage where they're not even getting like no touching with their husbands. You know, like the bedroom is nothing. It's not about the physical, but like, how can you be in a marriage when your husband don't even touch you? Physical touch. No cutting going on, just nothing in the bedroom between, you know, I know somebody like this right here, you know, nothing going on. She about to lose her sanity. About to lose her sanity. She married a kid. She married I think she got like 4 kids, including him. That's 5 kids. She got 5 kids because she got to tell that man what to do. And then he come to her, what you want me to do? Because you always trying to tell me what to do like I'm a kid. Because you act like a kid. You act like a kid. That's why the woman got to tell you what to do. You see what I'm saying? And this same man, he's so sorry. This is what happened when you marry a distraction. When you marry a counterfeit. This man's so sorry. It was a hurricane in Florida. I live in Florida. There's a hurricane in Florida coming, right? You know, before the hurricane come, you got to gas your car up. Just, hey, you know what I'm saying? After the storm come, you got gas to get out or whatever. This man, he go put gas in his car. Leave his wife car empty and no put no gas in her car. She had to get up the next morning before the hurricane, like the day before the hurricane, to go wait in the line for hours in a hot car with no air conditioning because he don't want to fix the air conditioning in the car. In a hot car. This how sorry he is. This what happened when you desperate, when you move too fast, This what happened when Coach Rod is telling you. This what happened when your therapist is telling you. People in your family telling you. Your brother-in-law telling you. Do not marry that man. Your pastor. I have known women. They pastor tell them, don't marry that man. He ain't the one. They tell their pastor, God told me he was my husband. Marry the man, and then they in something like this right here. You know, the man don't even put gas in her car during a hurricane. That's why I say he a kid. He a child. He got to grow up. You know, that's the responsibility of a man. That's what it means to be a leader. Take the initiative. A hurricane coming, a man supposed to take charge. Not sit back there. What we gonna do? Well, I'm gonna go put gas in my car. No, he gonna okay. The storm coming. I'm finna go Home Depot, get some plywood for your windows. I'm gonna go put gas in your car, put gas in my car. He put had a plan as a man. You know, he's sitting there looking at the woman. You know, this man go put gas in his car, leave your white car empty. This is what happened when you marry a man like that. Now you gotta wait in a line to get gas in your car, and you the woman. And this one thing I know some men watch, and they don't say that. But this one thing I want to tell the men: we got to man up. We complain about women don't submit to us. Yeah, but at the same time, you know, a woman shouldn't gotta ask you to do something for her. You see what I'm saying? Another situation, you know, another situation. A man and a woman are engaged. The woman car handle broke off her door. This man opened the door on the passenger side to get in the car for months. Take the initiative to fix your woman's car. That's your fiance. Y'all engaged. Y'all live together. They moved in together. Y'all live together. You know, we know in the Christian community that's checking. I'm not condoning that, but I'm just saying that situation there. They live together. He gets in the car and don't even fix the girl's car. She shouldn't have to tell you. You know, same man. When her wipers don't work in the car, so when it rains, she got to pull over. Like you ride in the car with this woman, you supposed to be her fiance. And this is why I tell people, don't make a man like that your head. Don't submit to a man like that. That's a counterfeit. He was a counterfeit. These are counterfeit. These are distractions that the enemy bring in your life. And as a woman, you cannot settle. You cannot settle. Because I'm telling you now, if you settle, it's going to cost you. You're going to cost you. And you're going to wish you have never settled. But it's going to be too late. And a lot of these women, Christian women, are married. And the only reason why they married, they still married because they believe it's sin to go get a divorce, and they don't want to sin. And I heard women say, I don't want to go to hell for getting a divorce. Some women actually think that they would go to hell for fighting for a divorce in the church. I think the church had taught them that and scared them up, you know what I'm saying? So they let men cheat, let men do what they want to do. And, you know, they're not happy. So if you don't see these signs, you don't have. That's not your kingdom spouse. That's not the one that God have for you. That's a distraction, straight from the enemy, and he a counterfeit, and you're not gonna be happy. You're not gonna be happy.
Thank you, Rod. I am coming back in, y'all. Thank you so much, Rod, for that.
You're welcome.
I wanted you to look. I was just sitting back, and I was like, I'm just gonna let him finish because what's gonna happen? I'm gonna put this you all on my TV show on the Kingdom Purpose TV network. I will have my production team to edit and condense it, but the whole show will be on the Coaching Experience show. So I just had to lean in and tell Coach Rod, I am so excited about you because you teach so like passionately, and you show an example, and I just want to thank you for that. And also just being a part of a healthy man's community. This is what it looks like.
Amen. Yeah. Another thing too, the Lord that dropped this in my spirit, I forgot, and I said on the video that I did and that you saw. Your kingdom spouse, your kingdom husband gonna be abstinent. He gonna be abstinent. I gotta put that part in here. I forgot about this right here. If you don't want to wait, If you don't want to wait, that's not your husband. That's not from God. He is not a king man. He is not your kingdom husband. I almost forgot. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Your kingdom husband is going to be abstinent. It's not going to be you the only one pushing abstinence. He's going to push it with you. If you're the only one pushing abstinence and he's telling you, well, I want to try before we get married and see if I'm sexually compatible. If he's saying stuff like that, he not it. I just want to put that part in there. I forgot, but the Holy Spirit reminded me, your kingdom husband going to be abstinent. And y'all going to push abstinence and y'all going to, be abstinent together until marriage.
My God.
Yeah.
My God. I'm so glad that you said that, because, Coach, there are so many men that I met that would say, oh, I'm abstinent. I'm abstinent. But are you truly abstinent? Because if you bring me over to your home at late night or 11 o'clock or, oh, let's do Netflix and chill, do you not know that's going to tempt me? He shouldn't even bring you into temptation. He shouldn't even lead you to a tempting moment. Because if he's abstinent and he knows you are as well, he's going to set you in an atmosphere where y'all won't be tempted. Not only you, but both of you. That's how you know if he's going to be having that team mindset. And also, I always tell them, be careful when they say they're abstinent, because they may be abstinent with you, but they may not be abstinent with the other woman. They can hold on for you, but then they got the other lady on the other side that he's having fun with, and to wait on you. So you got to be careful for that. And you have to be in prayer, y'all, because I'm telling you right now, if you don't take that discernment and sharpen it up, just like Coach Rod said, when we get vulnerable and desperate, all that go out the window. Oh my God. We're going to go to the next topic real quick, but Coach Rod always so open, y'all. Like when I ask him to come on the show, he be like, okay, no, he don't even give no type of pause or nothing. Like, okay, that's what you talk. This is not only is he a man of God, he's a team player, because he could easily tell me no, but he took the time to come on to talk to y'all. So make sure y'all follow him. Coach Rod, I'm gonna add you to my team. I'm sorry, I know I hadn't asked you yet, but I want to be able to promote you in your business as well, because
I appreciate that.
You welcome, because he's also an author, y'all. He has a book out. We need to support him. I think we should be doing a master class, to be honest, and it'll be a paid master class, y'all. So it won't be much, but I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna see if he'll say yes to this. Okay, good. And it'll be a paid master class, and we'll let y'all know when. Before we bring in the next topic, we're gonna kind of bring up some comments. We had a lot from Mocha BT, as you can see, and then we have my great friend, publisher, sister in Christ, Dr. Nikita Davis. She said, it says what God put together. The problem is a lot of these marriages God did not put together. Amen. Hashtag facts. Now we want him to keep together something he didn't assemble. Oh my God. Straight like that. Now, that is so true. That is so true. Like Coach Ross said, a lot of us are marrying our counterfeits. And we trying to maintain a counterfeit. When God ain't in it, something's going to pull it apart.
Facts.
Facts. Blessings, family, keep winning. Thank you, Dr. Nikita. And Mocha B, she had said earlier that she had recently broke up with her fiance for good. She'd rather be single and be at peace than be in a toxic and abusive relationship. Amen. Oh yes. Now that's a big amen. That's your number one. Please do not stay in an abusive relationship. She said, I decided to be abstinent this time and wait patiently for God to bless me with a real man of God. Good. That's the best decision of your life.
Amen.
All right, I'm gonna read this to you, Coach Rod, because I really wanted another coach's perspective on this. And I know that having a male point of view to come in with this. It's gonna bring and shed some light on this, because this is not only in a sisterhood, but this is
Mm-hmm.
also in brotherhood. Because
Yeah.
we always, with me being a woman, I don't want to always point out, oh, us women, men do things too. But I
Mm-hmm.
know I can't speak a lot on brotherhood because I'm not in a brotherhood. Why best get it from a man? Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Nikita said, "Amen. No abuse. I lost my good friend to domestic abuse. I'm so sorry, Dr. Nikita, and I'm telling you, that stuff lingers in your mind for seem like forever, and it really does. You never forget them.
Mm-hmm.
Truly, I lost a friend too, two friends, domestic violence, and they're always on my mind. So you really can't just get over it. You just learn to live with it." Mocha
Yeah.
BT said, "Thank y'all, love. We love you, Mocha B." All right, I'm gonna read this to you. I'm gonna read it slowly, and so that you can, I sent it in your messenger too, you may can see it, but this is what we call a, y'all, this is the second segment. This is topic 2. Thank you all for that, that's just now joining in. Welcome to the Coaching Experience Show with Takesha, Coach Keisha. This will be on the Kingdom Purpose TV network. I will be sending the links to Coach Rod so he can have it for his following and his people God has assigned him to. And then I'll be just posting it out in, where you all can also view this on the television show, the Coaching Experience Show, which is my show. And the Coaching Corner is an extension of that show. So give me a moment, y'all. Okay. This was posted in a group that one of my sisters, Yvonne, she posted this in her group, and I was just, right, I could have just started running around because this is happening in a lot of ministries. Um, she said, well, the person said, "I've noticed a spirit that has infiltrated ministry that is very disturbing." The person said, named it the mean girl spirit. It's a demon that can inhabit a male or female. It's very similar to the commonly known mean girls, particularly in high school. I call it cliques. That ostracize, alienate, shun, despise, slander, and exclude anyone that doesn't measure up to their standards, look like them, or fit in with their exclusive group of people. This spirit has no place within the pulpit, church, or ministry. It seems to feed off past rejection, causing the host to pay back others for the rejection that they once suffered in the past. Love, compassion, mercy, understanding, and forgiveness should exude from every believer. Some of what I've seen on Clubhouse, Facebook, and other social media outlets are arguments that originate with the mean girl spirit, telling others that you're nobody or no one knows you. This sounds a lot like the world to me. Getting us to look and act just like the world is this spirit's primary agenda. It wants us to look no different than it. When you can identify this spirit, then you can cast it out.
Mm.
So, and Dr. Nikita said, "Love her." I do too. I love her so much. I hope she's on, Dr. Nikita, because she needs to be on this, because she really wanted to talk about this subject. So I read that off, Coach Rod, and so
Wow.
the mean spirit girl, and even on the man um, community, from my experience, Coach Rod, I have met what we call a lot of mean girls, especially on Clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And I resonated when they said it feeds off your past rejection. So I know when I was in high school and I was in middle school, I never felt like I belonged. I felt like an outcast. I felt like no one liked me. I was like, well, why am I so different? I would have friends, but they'll leave. They probably will go off with another group of girls, stay best friends with them, and never call me, or they just grow off the grid. As I got in my adulthood, I have been noticing females doing the same thing. And I think I told you about this before. I wanted to talk about this, how they mark this, and I'm not gonna say mark, or label this as, oh hi, come into this sisterhood or brotherhood where we're gonna treat you like family, like a sister in Christ. But then you look up and you call them, they feel like you're a burden. You know, oh, if you ask for advice, they feel like you are truly, how can I say this, frustrating them. Or, they'll make that commitment knowing of maybe your past rejections, but yet they treat you like that. So if you're not part of their group by face, or you're not popular enough or not good enough in their sense, they truly cast you out. And they start treating you differently. You start noticing less phone calls. You notice that you're just not part of them anymore. So can you speak a little bit on that? Does that sound familiar to you, on how people are calling these ministries or calling these groups sisterhood and brotherhood, and it's really to me like a clique?
Yeah. The way I look at it, it just comes from broken women, hurting women. Like they say, hurt people hurt people. Insecure women. When a woman like you say, it go both ways in men community too. Insecurity. When a person is insecure, they do stuff like that. They do stuff to get approval, things like that, and that's to me. I think that's the root cause of it. It's just insecurities. Like you said, they trying to heal they wound, they pain from their rejection, and so they do it to somebody else to make them feel good. And it's a spirit behind that. It's a spirit that try to cause confusion, in the church and stuff like that, division, and yeah, and because the enemy know if he can get us divided, you know, he can win. He can come in and do what he want to do. So that's what I look at that, and that's the main reason why I think they do that. And yeah, it's sad that people like that, but that's the thing. Like when it until women like come together and form a sisterhood and encourage each other, pray for each other the right way, help each other, like even in the dating stage, the dating arena gets going on. Be there for each other, support each other, but a lot of women are in competition. They and that's the reason why a lot of men are they have the edge over women and dating, because they can get two women in disagreement, fighting over them. You see what I'm saying? So I think it'd be better if women can come together, and form a real sisterhood and support one another. Have each other back. Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you said that. So not your Sean, one of my friends too, she said she calls it toxic femininity. And
Wow,
yes,
that's a
both
good
in
name.
men, yep, and
Yeah.
both in women and men.
Mm-hmm.
And Dr. Nikita said that's sad, and they pray on that.
Yeah.
And as a man, Coach Rod, when you see us women pulling at each other like that, I'm just gonna say all of us because I don't want to point fingers, right? Because we all are, we have faults, all of us.
Mm.
When you see it as a man, yeah, sorry, my pup is playing in the background, y'all. See us not coming together like that, and you notice that as a man, what is your thoughts on that? Like, when we say men should be more to have more togetherness, but then you see toxic cliques is what I call it, and some are
Mm.
operating in the Jezebel spirit. What you say about that? Like, what do you think? What do you say? How can we say that talking about men should do this? What is your thoughts on that?
Yeah, because like once the men see that women are like that, they see an opportunity. Like somebody say, they prey on that, and
Mm,
they can have both women on rotation,
mm,
and then they got the women fighting for them. Usually, that's so men look at it like that. From a man perspective,
wow.
they look at it like that right there. You know, but
Whew,
yeah, men and women should come together and support. Have that support system. On both sides because that brotherhood is important as well. You
right.
know, the brotherhood is very important. The brothers, are very lost too. And that's the thing, that it doesn't like that men fellowshipping with one another, bonding. So again, if the enemy can keep us divided like that,
Hmm.
he can cause division and trouble. Yeah.
Thank you, Rod. And then one more thing, and
Mhm.
then y'all, we're gonna end the show. Y'all will be seeing us a little bit more with on special with this masterclass. I'm gonna talk with Coach Rod about it, and because we all need to be in a group setting together because um, I think this definitely need a face to face talk
Mhm.
because um, a lot of individuals have questions and they really need clarity. And I think having that one on one class will bring a lot of education, a lot of answers.
Yeah.
Um, well, I was looking at a post earlier and it stood out to me because I said this before on one of my shows. Before I post anything, Coach Rod, I always
Mhm.
check my emotions and my emotional temperature before I
Mhm.
post. And before I even sometimes speak to someone, if I feel like I need to talk to them, I
Mhm.
take a cold, I take a little cold little mental break in my mind. Like, okay, chill out, Keisha. Just think on this
Yeah.
first. So I was reading this post where this guy said, you need to check yourself out before you post because a lot of people get online, and this is one of my pet peeves. And I have, like I said, check myself, and this is not to call out anybody, but it just was on my spirit. Because trust me, I have done this before and years ago, and I found myself feeling darker and darker. So the enemy was definitely using me, I feel. Where you get online and you're upset with someone or you have a thought about something, the first thing you do is go on social media and
Mhm.
you basically throw out hints or throw blows at this person. And
Yeah.
I've had a lot of people reach out to me and say, Keisha, did you see that post? And
Mhm.
they'll say, do you think they were talking about me? And it made me think, that has happened to me sometimes. And then I've heard people say, well, if the shoe fits, wear it.
Mhm.
I don't like that saying at times because I say it sometimes, if the shoe fit, wear it. But then you got to think about when you're a kingdom citizen and you truly represent the kingdom of God, you have to be
Yeah.
very careful what you say.
Yeah.
Now, if the Holy Spirit put that on your heart to do, by all means, please do that. But if you going out there posting and trying to take shots at people, reason why I say
Mm-hmm.
that mean girl spirit,
Mm-hmm.
because men do it too. I've seen men do it. Where I've
Yeah.
had talked to a guy in a class, he didn't like what I
Mm-hmm.
said, so he'll go post something on social media
Mm-hmm.
to make me sound like I was incompetent. What do you
Yeah.
think about that with those posts?
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And the way I look at it, like you said, kingdom citizens, we should be led. Should be
Mm-hmm.
led if you know, and that you brought out a good point. What you said, before you post something, you examine yourself and see what if you're in the right spirit. And I think everybody should do that. And to me, like guys who do stuff like how you talking about the guy who did you, you
Mm-hmm.
know, a lot of men are feminine. You know,
Mm.
don't
Y'all
even
hear
know it.
that? Did y'all hear that?
Walking around in femininity. Real men don't do that. Real men don't. And that's the thing in this generation. Men feel like they're in competition with women. They don't see women as a teammate. They want to be in competition with women, and that's where they're going wrong at. And I heard the high value man on YouTube say that men will be better off if there was no women in the world. And
Mm.
I'm like, what?
Whoa.
And so that confirmed to me what I already knew about him, that he liked men. But that's a problem with a lot of men. They got this feminine spirit on them,
My God.
competing against women. You know, even all these men online with these groups that bash women, these channels they got on YouTube, the pill men and all these people here, the alpha and stuff. This is what they do. Get online and bash women, post stuff about women this, women that, women that, women that, and they don't realize they really walk around in femininity. Real men don't do that. Real men don't compete against women. Real men don't post like if some you said about me, some you said about like me and you talked about whatever. Real
Mm-hmm.
men don't go back and put that on. No, that's something that women normally do most. But now you
Mm-hmm.
got men doing it though.
Oh yeah.
In this generation, but before men didn't really do that kind of stuff. But this
Mm-hmm.
generation of men now, they walk around in their femininity. That's what I look at
Yes,
that right now. Yeah.
that's true.
Hmm.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I did not think about it that way, Coach Rob, that they're operating in I've felt about the femininity part, but they really truly are walking solely in femininity.
Hmm.
And they bash us. And also I wanted to ask this. So we had some comments. So Shauna said, I also think media has portrayed this bad AZZ mentality. Reality TV has contributed to this issue, which is true because we all
Yeah.
see all these people doing all this stuff on
Then
reality
that's a
TV.
good point right there. Reality TV got a lot to do with it. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
All these housewives. If you look at the housewives, not just the ones that are I'm talking about all of them. None but the mean girl spirit. That's where it come from.
Yes.
All of them got mean girl spirit. Fighting against one another, jealousy, going around each other bad in competition. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of it got something to do with you know, the the TV, television industry, entertainment industry. Yeah. That's a good point. I agree.
Wow. And I
Hmm.
agree too because we do
And then you
see
got the
all
young
this.
girls, they growing up seeing that. They like, man, I want to be like that. And they think this is how a woman's supposed to be,
Mm-hmm.
And then those women that's on those shows, they walk around in masculinity, you know.
Oh.
That's masculine. We want to competition, cause men, we competitive. We fight, what I'm saying? Fighting, arguing, flipping over tables, you know what I'm saying? Throwing drinks. That's what men, what I'm saying? That what society, is trying to do with that reality TV stuff. With that
Mm-hmm.
mean girl spirit. Yeah, that's a mean girl spirit.
Wow.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, before we go, y'all know I'll be trying to condense this so it won't be no more than an hour, y'all. But I just be having so many questions that comes up when I have Coach Rod because he's he's busy, so I try to keep it where I won't bother him too much. But I just had to ask this too, Coach, for like a kingdom man, um, how and I don't know. I think you may have explained the difference. Um, the kingdom man, the kingdom husband, and just a regular husband. Did you touch on that yet? Where you said the kingdom
Um,
husband is the difference between a kingdom husband and a husband.
yeah, I sort of did. Yeah, I didn't like. I didn't get detailed into, it, but you know, I
Mm-hmm.
touched on it a little bit though.
Okay.
And basically, a kingdom husband, he's just gonna stand out. You're gonna just know it. You just the way how he gonna make you feel. It just you're gonna have a peace about it in your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, a kingdom husband, he gonna take the initiative. To do things for you, offer. If like for example, if you may need new tires in your car, your tires are getting involved. The kingdom husband, he's gonna say, I want to take your car to go get some tires on it. A regular man would just sit there and don't see him and don't do nothing. You know, it's a
Mm-hmm.
situation I had with a client. Like this is a regular man. She was with this guy. Good job. He wasn't a
Mm-hmm.
bad guy. He was athletic director at his high school, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
involved in sports and stuff like that. But when they was riding the car together in her car, going out, and so she put it in the gas station, and he was like, so, "Oh, you gonna pay?" And she was looking at him like, "No, I thought you." He said, "Oh, okay, no, I got it." And then he asked her, "Would $20 be enough?" Instead of him going and filling the car up, he asked me like, "No, $20 not gonna be enough. There's not no gas. $20 worth of gas. That you see what I'm saying?" Kingdom man, he gonna lead. He gonna take the initiative. He gonna fill your car up, something like that. He gonna a regular man feel like hey, you know, I can just do the bare minimum. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They're gonna just do the bare minimum, but a kingdom man gonna go above and beyond. You're gonna know it. He's gonna be a leader. He's just gonna lead without you gotta tell him. He gonna take charge. Regular men, they're gonna sit around and want you. If you don't say nothing, if you don't, they're not gonna take the initiative. So I think that's
Okay.
the big difference between the kingdom man and a regular man.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell them because this person had one more question. Then we're gonna let Coach Rod go because we want to respect his time. I try to keep it as an hour. Sorry, Coach. I just wanted to make sure I got everybody's question, but I don't
Hmm.
want to keep you long.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Um, if a man is married, he's going through a separation period, and okay, so I get what they're saying now. So if a man is married, but he's going through a separation period, he's going through the divorce proceedings. They're separated. He's living in another home. She's living in another home. If a woman meets this guy, should she date him still or just be his friend or neither? Can you talk a little bit on that, Coach?
Yeah. My opinion, I say neither. Um, and the thing about it is, okay, he's getting divorced. As a woman, you got to find out why he's getting divorced. You know, now who filing for the divorce? Is she filing for the divorce? Is he filing for the divorce? Now, if she filing for the divorce, that's a red flag. Cause I'm gonna tell you what I know coaching women. A woman ain't gonna leave no man for anything.
Mm,
So if she filing for the divorce, he must did something wrong. Women, do they have kids? If they got kids and they got a family, a woman ain't gonna file for divorce like that right there very easy for
mm,
overlook something small. Trust me. So you gotta look at You know, you gotta ask questions. You gotta, get to the bottom line. Okay, why y'all getting a divorce? Who filing? Is she filing? You see what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
you gotta look at all that because 9 times out of 10, she probably filing because he not being faithful.
Mm.
And that's the number one reason why women, not the only reason, but the majority of the time why women file for divorce is that right there. You see what I'm saying? So you
Mm-hmm.
gotta look at that right there and find that out. And then just say it wasn't it wasn't that they just decided not to be together. They was they weren't in a bad situation. He didn't cheat on her, whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
then just say he filed, okay. But I would still say no because number one, he's still married, technically married, so he should be off limits anyway because he's still technically married. And in the eyesight of God, that's wrong. Even if they separated, that's number one. But
Mm-hmm.
he gonna need time to heal. You don't just get
Mm.
no married man, then soon he divorce his wife, y'all dating. No, he gonna need time to heal. If he was a real, man, like a man of character, if
Mm.
you kingdom man, he gonna understand that. He gonna say, I need a little time to heal right now. He ain't gonna date nobody until he get himself right. And I don't recommend a woman being a man friend because women catch feelings real easy. I've
Mm.
been coaching y'all for years. I know how it is for a woman to fall for a man. So I don't even recommend a woman being friends because women, when they be friends with a man, they end up catching feelings. And a lot of times that's a whole other view for itself. Women with the friends they fall for, end up in something that they ain't got no business being in. So I recommend in something like that, a woman should just back off and just say, hey, get you a divorce, heal first, then maybe later on, it may not be the right timing right now. So maybe later on, 6 months, a year later, whatever, maybe we can do something like that. But you know, I don't recommend it. No. Mm.
Y'all heard it from Coach Rod. Y'all heard it from a man, ladies. That answered her question, the young lady's question. It is
Mm.
and y'all heard it from a man. That's why I brought him on tonight because I don't want y'all to just hear this from me as a woman. And Sean said,
Mm.
I see many men skip the healing process.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yep.
It's
Skip the healing
that thank
process.
you. Mm-hmm.
Yep. A real kingdom man won't do that. A man of character won't do that. But a regular man, he'll skip the healing process. He'll go right to the next woman without a marriage until yeah. That is true.
So that
Mhm.
means he's a worldly man that's operating in the flesh and he's allowing his flesh to make
Yeah.
decisions versus his
Yeah.
his true spirit, because if he moves
Hmm.
on like that
Yeah.
and he's constantly moving, that's a double-minded man.
That's a red flag right there.
Yeah, because he's using those
He ain't got
women
no
as
integrity. So
gods.
yeah. So
Use them as
he ain't got
gods.
no integrity. Yeah. So that's a red flag right there.
Go
If
ahead,
he's
Coach Rod. You said
married,
he ain't got no intention. Go ahead, I'm listening.
he ain't got no integrity doing it like that. Still married, but trying to date somebody else and move on. There's no integrity. That's a red flag right there. You can't trust a man like that. If a man would do something like that, more than likely he'll cheat on you. Not saying he
Mm,
guarantee he will, but more than likely he'll cheat on you. So you gotta look at this man's character. So yeah, that's a red flag right there. A man trying to move on that fast. Mm-mm. I don't trust it.
y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. So y'all, we gonna end here tonight. I want y'all to tune in next time and join this masterclass. I'll be posting details once I talk with Coach Rod, because with us women, we need a Coach Rod. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
um, because we need more guidance, and we need more men, Coach Rod, to come to the forefront and say, "Listen, I want to be that man that's an example." We need more men to come in to be examples.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that they would just, and you're right. I'm a man, I'm a men's coach. I'm a men's empowerment coach. And
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, Coach Rod, I probably had 5 men out of the whole couple of years that I've been coaching men to reach out to me.
Mm-hmm.
And they never stick to the process,
Yeah.
or their mindset is, this woman, I just rather date her than to let her coach me. So then they step out of line, and then I have to end the coaching relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Even with my men's magazine, Coach, I have hardly no men reaching out saying, I want to show and be an example. I'm like, do y'all know how it is to be in a coaching magazine published all over the world? My magazine is nationwide, which is about to go viral now, because
Mm-hmm.
this is just a secret. I'm not gonna tell everybody about it because I'm waiting, because this is gonna be big, but this is gonna be a big blow up. And yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
may not be, because it's going celebrity status.
Wow.
And the
Mm-hmm.
people that was not in it prior to it going there until they probably see it, yeah, they'll say, oh, I want to be in it. Why wait till it blow up? Why won't you blow up before everything blows up?
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and you all men, I love y'all. Y'all know I'm a coach for men, but y'all need to
Yeah.
come more into um, a fellowship and
Mm-hmm.
show us what healthy men look like.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear so much about men dogging women. You know, my daughter's 19 years old, and she's already
Mm-hmm.
got this notion in her head that men are no good. And I have to
Dang.
literally tell her, not every man like that, baby. But she just
Yeah.
said all the time, "Man, they ain't no good anyway." She already
Wow.
seeing all this.
Dang.
So awesome job, Mocha BT said. All right, y'all. The Holy Spirit is nudging me to get off. So I gotta obey. All right, y'all. I love you. Thank you, Coach. I love you. And
All right. Love you too.
thank you. And
All
make
right.
sure you send me over all your information. Even if you go over in the coaching experience show, do whatever you want to. Do it on my page. Put
Mm-hmm.
all your info out there because people need to read your book, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be purchasing it too soon, so that when I do coach, I'll be referencing your book, and I'm gonna be doing some
Mm-hmm.
book clubs, and we can use your book
Yeah.
because it's needed. All
Yeah.
right,
Thank
y'all.
you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining the Coaching Experience Show. The edition, the Coaching Corner. If you all would like, if any coach, therapist, or psychologists, anyone that want to come on as a subject matter expert on relationships, or to talk about healthiness in relationships, self-care, please reach out to me to be on the show. All right, I love y'all. And Sean said thank you all. You're welcome. And we about to end. And you can
All
stay
right.
in, Coach. I'm gonna just come out. Thank y'all.
Okay.
One.